Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy BrandoAKAMiracle for another YouTube video for you guys today. We're going to be doing a deck profile on the deck I was working on last, which I uploaded 2 video guys, which were Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to be going over my MATHMECH deck. To start off, I play 3 effect failure. Basically how this deck works is that you want as much turn 1 or turn 2 effect material in your hand to balance out the small amount of MATHMECHs you need to form the combo. So Effect Veiler is very good against Sprite, it's against Runic, it can stop their plays. That's a lot of the top ladder I've been facing going through. Once in a while you do face like a rogue deck, but you want to be available for Sprite and Runic. I play 3 of Maxi as well. You want to be able to go pretty much during the you want to go first, but if you do have to go second, you do want the Maxi to go for they go first. If they do go Maxi turn 2, you don't want to get rid of it, because then after your turn you've drained them out of their resources when you went first. All you have to do is use Maxi to pretty much force their play to either continue upping your board or to stop their plays. Most of the time they will up their board, and by the time it's your turn again, you'll have everything you'll need to go positive. I play 3 Ash Blossom. It's a very good card. Same thing. Pretty much you want to stop your plays from adding, especially with Runic, you add a lot, and Sprite you do as well. Alright, starting off, what makes this deck unique is the MATHMECH, and starting off with a big piece, we got MATHMECH Sigma. Pretty much one of the go-tos in the combo. If you control no monster in your extra zone, which you won't most of the time until the end of your turn 1 or your end of your turn 2, depending on what you do, you get to special summon in this. And what I like to do is make sure I use it for an Xyz to renew the resource. You get to special summon it from your hand or the graveyard, so it's a very nice renewable resource. Play 3 of the MATHMECH Nebula. Very nice resource as well, because you can special summon. You summon this with your normal, you can still tribute it to get Diameter or any MATHMECH into the rotation. That's his. He also has, if you target one Cyburst, you get extra attack if you're attacking into a monster. That effect doesn't come up very often, but it can come in clutch. I play 3 of the edition, basically 1,000 attack points for a free special summon. And it's a MATHMECH monster, that's really the only effect it has. But if you do use that effect, it can attack. Same thing with subtraction, except it's minus 1,000 to any monster, and it can attack. This is just to have one more MATHMECH name. I like to have as much MATHMECH in the deck as possible, meaning that pretty much it's an extra name, it's an extra normal summon, or it's an extra guy to throw to the grave with your Signet Mine, or your Signet Mining. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that name wrong. And it has the same ability as Nebula, where its second effect, it gives your monster double attack power. Well, with this combo, it does come in handy if you're going into the main combo pre-MATHMECH Labcian, I can't say his name, and going 2,000 is very nice. Next up, we're going to be going MATHMECH Diameter. Very nice. It's a normal summon, and you get to special summon 1 level 4 Cyburst from your graveyard, which will continue your plays with your MATHMECH Xyz monsters, especially if this is your turn 1 opening with a mining where you can throw one of these into the graveyard. It's a 2-for-1. Most of the time with mining, we're going to be talking, I'm pretty sure, oh, I'm stupid guys, I almost missed the greatest effect of them all. Diameter gets the effect of MATHMECH monster is synchro summoned or Xyz summoned. Usually this is the Xyz build, but there is a synchro build. I'll try to look into it. But it's pretty much once per turn during this card is special summoned, and this is with one of your Xyz monsters as its materials. It can negate an effect of a card one time. It's very nice if your plays are to continue to draw out 3 of the cards, and then all of a sudden they have a counter, and then but you have the diameter negate. Usually it comes in clutch. I play 3 of the circular. The greatest UR that's came out of this deck, most definitely. You can send one MATHMECH. You usually want to send Sigma, so you can get 2 free special summons off of this effect. And then, if a monster, MATHMECH special summon, so when you summon Sigma right next to it, or using the effect, you get to add 1 spell or trap, and it's going to be, most of the time, MATHMECH Super Factorial. We'll get to the effect later on, but it's a great card. That's really the only effects that that's the only effects it needs to become what you are. Like, it's most definitely deserves to be you are. I play 3 of the Sign in Mining. Pretty much a search card for any level 4 Cybers monster in your deck. It can search out any of these. Most of the time your search is going to be circular or diameter. We play a MATHMECH equation. It's pretty much Monster Reborn for MATHMECHs. You could also just play Monster Reborn, but I like the searchability, so I do play equation. Next up, we do have 2 called by. Basically the same thing going on. You want as much effects you can do to mess with your opponent at all times. I play 1 Crossout Designator. I've included it in every single deck now, because especially if you're playing Veiler, Effect Veiler, Maxi, Ash, and Imperm, and Called By, you can stop most of your opponent's interruptions, or you can stop, they can stop your interruptions and you can stop them. 3 Imperm, it's pretty self-explanatory, but most of the time you're going turn 2, you're going to open up with an Imperm, you get a negate, just like Effect Veiler. So it's pretty much like 6 Effect Veiler, but also, if you have the chance to play it in a row to negate abilities, it's very nice. MATHMECH Superficial. Now this is the card that gets this deck going. Pretty much you have the ability to synchro, but we're really worried about only the second effect, which is Xyz. You're going to combo out, you're going to Xyz summon 1, you're going to sacrifice it, you're going to end off with 1 Lapsian as your final board. Whatever you go into, your Decode Heat Soul or your rank 4 Access Kotaker with the IP Masquerena protecting it, that's going to give you the chance to do it again. You're going to go into 2 MATHMECH, and you do it where you can drain as much cards from your opponent as possible when the activation is right. Now this is the card, since we just talked about the trap card, this is the perfect time to get into the Xyz monster. It is an SR, which is insane to me. It makes this deck super affordable because you can get all 3 of the Cyanite Mining through the structure deck for Gazelle, and that gives you access. You would only need to get 3 URs, and most of the people already have their Ash Blossoms, their Maxis already crafted out. Now this card's effect is interesting because 1, it has to protect. You detach 1 material. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can it would be destroyed, so you can protect a MATHMECH card. The next effect, you can choose up to 3. Most of the time, if you're going turn 1, you're gonna get 1. You're gonna send 1 random card from your opponent's hand, pretty much draining them of a resource. Just making sure. Next up, if you're interrupting their plays when it's turn 3, send 1 monster. You drain them of a monster, and you could wait till the spell or trap, but I most of the time take it if I see a monster. So that's up to 3 valuable resources taken away from your opponent for 1 card effect that you searched. So just plus momentum. One of the greatest Xyz monsters I've seen to date. This guy is very useful because in the beginning combo, you can Xyz summon, you get 1 MATHMECH, which is nice. You're going to search either your circular or your diameter, and then to continue off and end off on a Laspian, You then tribute this, and you can special summon any level 4 MATHMECH, which will get you into a. You should have 3, getting you into. It'll get you into another Laspian. I play this. Link Disciple is an underrated Link 1 for this deck. Basically, if you need to go into plays to get extra, what's it called? Fodder for your Access Code Talker, this can get you a light. That's why I like Link Disciple. Next up is Update Jammer. If you do want to do the necessary turn 2 Access Code Talker for 2 attacks, this is a very good combo. I play IP Masquerena because with its after this is effect, a Link monster cannot be destroyed by card effects with this card. So you get an Access Code Talker with that ability, you're pretty good. I play 2 Splash Mages because I think Splash Mages is super versatile for getting your 2 rank 3s out. Transcode and Heat Soul, which pretty much get 2 Cybers, link off, get 3 Cybers for free. Transcode, you get a Splash Mage, you get a Transcode free. It can't be targeted by card effects, which is very nice if you do need that to come in handy, and it can target 1 Cybers level 3 or lower, so any of the Cybers really under this, and it can special summon it, so it's pretty much a free Access Code Talker. This card I like to do on my turn 1 ending board. I do this, and it pretty much gets me 2 cards. 2 draws compared to 2,000 life points. It's a fair trade. I play Appaloosa just in case I do need another rank 4, but I haven't came to using this. I hope to. It's a very good card. Access Code Talker, so much versatile abilities for this deck. Comes in handy a lot. There's not really a single card that doesn't help out. Update Jammer helps it. IP Masquerena, Transcode, Splash Mage, they all can get you out in Access Code Talker. You could easily run Access Code Talker at 2, and you could run Appaloosa in another deck. Next up, I'm gonna some cards I could possibly change out for. You could subtract this to 1 Effect Veiler if you want to do some damage. 2 Lightning Storm. Also, you could add a Monster Reborn, up this to 2. It's a very good amount of cards. Monster Reborn does help in a lot of situations. If you guys have any questions down below, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We just hit another milestone. You guys have really enjoyed the content recently, and I'll keep pushing it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.